Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the Plantar Family Farm from the show Amphibia. In this tutorial, I will show you how to make the entire farm inside and out, and if you do have any suggestions on what I should make next, please leave a comment down below. I would love to see what you guys would like to see. I do want to point out now that the interior was incredibly difficult to research. They have not made it easy to find out what rooms are even inside of the house, let alone what they look like. In my travels, I only managed to find 3 separate images, so I have based the entire interior off of this. With all that being said, I do hope that you guys appreciate that I did indeed try. Shout out to everybody that suggested that I should make the Plantar Farm. This is the amount of space required to make the build, including where we begin building. And here are some of the materials that we will be using throughout the build. And here are the rest of them. No doubt I will have missed a material or two, but once again, forgive me on that as well. Begin by placing a stone brick on the ground, with an oak plank back and to the left of it. Extend to the left by 2, 1, 2, and then place a stone brick in front of and to the left of the oak plank. We now want to extend back, left, back, and left. Extend back by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then extend right and back, right and back, and then right by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend forwards and right, and extend forwards by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend left and forwards, and then left again. We then want to place 2 additional rows of oak planks on top of that initial row. Next, we want to place an additional 8 stone bricks on top of this block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then extend to the left by 3, 1, 2, 3. And then place 2 stripped oak wood under this block, 1, 2, and 2 stripped oak wood under this block, 1, 2. Then place stone bricks underneath this, and extend up the left side and connect to that top row, and also extend down and connect down just like this. We then want to fill the empty space above our oak plank rows in with stone bricks, and then place a stone brick stairs in the top 2 corners of the entrance area. Next, we are going to extend every other stone brick up to equal the height of the rest of the stone bricks. Next, we are going to remove all of the grass inside of the build and replace it with stripped oak wood. Then we actually want to add another stripped oak wood floor. This is going to sit one below the window line that we have at the front of the build. Next, we are going to fill the entire top of the build in using stone bricks, Next, grab your stripped oak wood and locate this position on the front center of the build. Move backwards by 2, 1, 2, and place a stripped oak wood here, 1 left, 1 right. Extend an oak wood back and left, and back and right. Extend back 2 on both sides, and then place a row of stripped oak connecting together in a circle like this. We then want to extend these woods up by 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then place an additional wood connected together across the top diagonally. On the back part of the build, we are going to extend up a shape using stripped oak like this that matches the front minus the window. And then on the sides, we are going to add an additional row of stripped oak wood. We are then going to place moss blocks along the left side here. We then want to extend forwards and left like this. Extend each one of these blocks forwards, and then this right one up, right, 2, down, right, like so. We then want to extend every single one of these moss blocks backwards until we overhang the back of the build by 1 row. On the left side here, we are going to remove this moss block and place 1, 2, 3 stripped spruce wood with an open spruce fence gate on the left middle wood. Next, we are going to place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped spruce wood in this position on the front right side of the build. We will then extend the stripped spruce wood up a row as well. And now we want to extend this row of stripped spruce wood around the entire outside top of the build. We do not want the stripped spruce to connect together in the corners. It just wants to sit on the outside shape of our house. And preferably, we want all of these stripped spruce to follow the same direction, which is difficult to do whilst we are making our first pass at this, but we can correct it later on. We also want to remove this top row of stone brick above this window and replace it with stripped spruce. And we are going to extend in just both sides like so. Next, we are going to place a spruce fence here in this position with a red terracotta on top. Extend forwards 1 row, place a block of gold, item frame in front, and an ender pearl in the item frame. We then want to place yellow stained glass here inside of the window frame that we have just slightly below. We are going to place jungle trapdoors in front of the stripped oak. And we also want to place red terracotta either side of our shutters and above and across the top of our window. We also want to place a row of red terracotta in this position as well. So 1 row below our window, spanning most of the width of the build, like so. We are then going to extend our red terracotta down on the left side like so, and we will also extend it outwards. And we want to do the same on the right as well, so extend down and to the right. Next, we are going to extend this entire shape forwards and an additional 2 rows. Then we are going to place stripped spruce wood extending down from this block until we hit the ground. We also want to remove this stone brick here and these 2 and replace that block with a yellow glass. We are also going to remove some of the red terracotta, so we will remove this one and these 2, just like so. We also want to add stone buttons to the door here, and a lever here on the right side. Remove these 2 blocks. And we actually want to replace this dirt here with a stripped oak wood with a spruce door in front of it. An oak trapdoor flipped up in front of the base of the door. a warped fence here off to the left, and a sea lantern above it. We then want to place stripped dark oak wood in this corner here, just like this in this formation. We are then going to place a flower pot in the corner with a fern inside of it. And then all the way over here on this right side, we will place a stripped dark oak wood, extend across to the right, and connect back to the house like so. But we also want to extend forwards too, and place an open spruce fence gate like this. Next, we want to move all the way back up to the right side of the build and place a row of 1, 2, 3 stripped spruce wood extending out from the top of the build. Then place 2 moss blocks extending forwards and a stripped spruce wood. We want to extend all of these 1 row to the right. We then want to extend these 2 stripped spruce down at the end, place moss behind them, and then stripped spruce wood underneath everything that we have placed. We are also going to stick a spruce fence gate here. We are also just going to add a fern on the moss here, and we are also just going to extend this moss down an additional row. We also want to change out some of these strip spruce for moss. So these ones, for instance, and also this. We don't have to do too crazy with this. We can do a similar thing on the back. So you never really see the back of the house, or at least I didn't in my research. So we can add a little bit more of it. Included in this, we can add ferns. We can add some moss carpet to the top of this. We can add things like dandelions to the top of the moss as well, and ferns. We can add some more moss carpet just scattered about the place like this. Even on the red terracotta that we have just above the entrance as well, we can add lots and lots and plenty of moss, just like so. On the left side of the build, we want to extend this lower row of stripped spruce 1 row outwards like so. And then underneath this center block, we want to remove this stone brick and this stone brick, and we also want to remove this stone brick. And later on, when we start adding water to the side of the build as well, we will want to remove this block too, and we will be placing stone bricks in the ground like so, although this will become far more relevant later on. But what is relevant now is we want to add some stripped dark oak wood here, extend out and down, and once again this will extend down into water. We also want to add 2 oak trapdoors here, 1, 2, and just to the left as well. We also want to add 2 spruce fence here, and we want to add a series of chains extending out of the upper part of the window. So in total, we will want to have extended 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows out to the left. So this might be a little bit tricky to eyeball, but we want to place 1, 2 bamboo extending up just left of the chains from the ground. And then on top of these, 1, 2, 3 brown concrete powder with a green candle on top. Just like so. So that wants to attach to the chains, which then attach into the house. Just like so. I almost forgot, we are also going to hang a white banner off of the second to last chain. Next, on the right side of the build, we are going to count in front of this open fence gate and find the 5th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place a stripped oak wood. To the right of it, place a spruce door. And to the right of that, place an oak wood. Extend the oak woods backwards by 2, connect them together, extend them another row upwards, place spruce stairs along the top, front and back, place stripped oak wood in the middle, and spruce slabs along the top. We are then going to place an oak log here, with a spruce fence on top, and an item frame here, and an iron axe here. Then we are going to place 3 spruce fence here, 1, 2, 3. Then place a warped fence to the right, extend up 1, yellow shulker box on top, and place a warped fence gate to the right of the upper fence. Place 2 spruce fence in front of this warped fence here at the base, and then a brown concrete powder in front of that, and a green candle on top. We then want to place an upside down spruce stair here in this position, with a spruce slab behind it, oak trapdoors flipped up either side of the slab, place an open spruce fence gate behind this. Then, depending upon whether you have the room to the side of the build or not, we are going to place birch fence behind this hut, extending up just like this, so that it's half a row higher than the top. If you don't have space to the right of the build, just build it here on top of the actual roof. And then place a white stained glass on top and dead coral fans surrounding the glass on the left, right and top, just like so. Next, working our way back to the entrance, we want to leave a gap of 1 in front of the door, dig in the ground, place a stone, leave a gap of 1, dig, place a stone, gap of 1, dig, place a stone, place stone pressure plates on top of these stone blocks. Then, just to the left, we are going to leave a gap of 2 in front of this dark oak, so 1, 2, and then we are going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 grass paths, just like this. We are then going to extend our grass path all the way over to the left as far as we can go, so preferably we would be able to take this all the way to the end here, but just for now we will leave it like this. We are then going to place a brown concrete powder in this position, so just leaving a gap of 1 behind this path. We then want to place a green candle on top of this, and we want to do 2 things. We want to place spruce fence extending right of our brown concrete powder leading all the way over here, where we will place a brown concrete powder with a green candle on top and a couple of spruce fence extending backwards from it. However, all the way over on this opposite side, we will also place a row of spruce fence. However, we have to be a bit more precise. We are going to place 7 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, with a brown concrete powder on the end and a green candle on top. Next, we are going to start in this position and remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and then 4 rows backwards as well, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will remove the entire middle and replace all of this with coarse dirt. So in this area, we will place a row of ferns here on this right side, so we'll place 1, leave a gap, place 1, leave a gap, place 1. We will then leave an entire row and then do the same with melon, and then we will leave an entire row's gap and do the exact same thing with pitcher plants. Then we will place a spruce fence here in this position, hay bale on top, yellow terracotta on top, spruce slab on top of that, and then spruce trapdoors surrounding the top of the yellow terracotta, and a birch fence here and here, just like so. On the right side of the build, we are going to place a stone brick here in this position, on the right side of the grid, level with this open fence gate. Extend that stone brick up, and then extend the lower stone brick all the way to the back of the build, leaving a gap of 1 on the end, which we then want to place 2 oak leaves on top of each other, and then extend across the entire back of the build, all the way over to the opposite corner. We are then going to remove the grid leading to our brown concrete powder, and then we are going to dig right of this concrete powder until we line up next to this potted plant. Then we will just join back like so, and then we are going to remove all of the grass block except for the one that the bamboo is placed on top of, otherwise everything will come tumbling down. Then we are going to add water to the area that we have destroyed, and then where necessary we will replace the stone brick blocks and whatever else with the necessary blocks. We'll also extend these roots down into the water as well, and then we can just sparingly add some lily pads and drip leaves, big or small, just kind of surrounding the house in any sort of quantity that you like, but less is usually more. Next, we are going to convert a lot of the grass block into dirt path, leaving some key areas alone, as you will notice. Next, we are going to add one final detail to the outside before we move on. The sign. So, throw down loom, open it up, place a green banner in there with yellow dye, and apply the pale sinister pattern. Remove the yellow, throw green in there, and apply the Perfess inverted pattern. Throw yellow back in there, apply Fess, Pale Dexter, and then Chief. And what we have essentially made is the letter P, which we will proudly hang there, off of our branch. With the vast majority of the outside of the build complete, we can now head inside and work on the interior. First of all, we are going to make a sofa all the way over here on the left side of the build. We will place a mangrove stairs here, plugging this hole, and then place another stair here and here in these positions. Next, we are just going to remove these 2 rows of stone bricks like this, and we are going to place a bell on the ground here with a chain attached to it, and above this a white stained glass, item frame in front of it, and a clock inside of the item frame. We are then going to place spruce trapdoors along the left side and the top of the clock, and then just to the right here, I suppose that we can remove this row as well. We will place a chisel bookshelf, and above this we want a 1x1 painting. We are going to place 2 birch slabs here in this position, with 2 flipped up birch trapdoors placed along the slabs like this. We can actually also remove these stone bricks as well, and we can turn the vast majority of these into stripped dark oak wood, just like so. Maybe we could just leave a little gap above the door like this, and we can build this one up too. Stick a flower pot here with a brown mushroom inside of it, an armor stand next to this. Built into the ground, we will have a cauldron on the opposite side of the door. In front of the sofa, we will have a coffee table made of 3 spruce slabs. In front of this, we will dig in the ground and place a row of lime terracotta. And then all the way over here in this opposite corner, we will remove as much stone bricks as we can. So just these 2 rows really. Place a stripped dark oak wood here and here. And then on this side of the room, we will remove these stone bricks and place spruce slabs here and here, item frame here, iron sword here, stripped mangrove log specifically facing this way here. Then to the left of this, we will dig in the ground, place a campfire with a blast furnace on top, an oak log to the left of this with a flower pot on top, warped fungus on top of that. We then want to grab our stripped dark oak wood and we want to extend from the floor to the ceiling. I think that we can also just add a couple of dark oak woods here as well, and I think that that looks quite nice structurally. We will place a stone stairs here in this position with chiseled stone bricks either side, just like so, and a item frame here with a stick inside of it. And where necessary, we can repair the floor with stripped oak, and of course we can put the bell back where it belongs. We also want to build a staircase up to the next floor, so that is a spruce stair here and here, and then we can just extend up the back and remove as many blocks as we have to. Just as with the previous floor, you can actually remove a solid portion of the wall area here. We'll keep most of it around on this side, but just dipping back down, we are just going to place some upside down spruce stairs just underneath here, just to make it look a little bit nicer. And then let's move all the way up to the next floor. So first of all, up here we are going to remove this glass and place some stripped dark oak wood around the window, like so. We are then going to place spruce slabs here in this position in front of the window, a flower pot here, an item frame here, a stairs here off to the side. Now, not only can we remove this row of stone bricks, but we can remove these rows as well. And along the right side, as we have the stripped spruce built into the wall for us. We're going to stick some chiseled bookshelves here, glass here, flower pot here, fern here, and then along the right side, we are going to add spruce fence here in the corner with a red bed in front, spruce fence next to the bed. We will add a spruce trapdoor here and 2 here, a lantern here. We then will place a bookshelf here. And in the middle of the room, we will add some rows of green carpet, just like this. And then we are just going to add a staircase that leads us up to the next floor. So we're going to try and get a little bit fancy with this, using some stripped dark oak wood, which we also kind of just want to add to the corner of the room here. So if we can place some like this, what is the best way to do this, guys? So if we can, we might just have to remove this, and then so we can climb up here and then just add a few rows just like this and this block. Then I think that looks pretty good. And if we just replace this with a dark oak, then that allows us to climb up onto the next floor, the final floor, and there's nothing really up here. As a matter of fact, I would recommend kind of just like filling this in with some stripped dark oak wood. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, with that final detail added, we have officially completed this tutorial. However, this video is not over. We must now add our farm into our city. I'm going to be honest with you guys, there really isn't a perfect place in the city to add a mythical frog farm, but we are working on the modern suburban suburbs, and there is kind of a naturalistic vibe here, which isn't kind of too dissimilar from what we have just created with this build. So for now, at the very least now, we are going to add the Plantar Farm into the modern suburban suburbs. Tell me what you think, does it fit in here? Kind of, right? And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Click that little bell next to the subscription button to ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. If you would like to make anything else by me, please check the description below for the mini city builds playlist. We have over 100 builds in there for you to enjoy. Alternatively, the sidebar, hopefully the next upcoming video, YouTube, or just check the channel. Consider becoming a channel member today, and you will gain access to a cool avatar next to your name, some unique emojis, and access to my mini city design world containing every single build that has been added to Mini City to date. This is well over 100 builds, all chronologically ordered. Java edition only. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.